Hey, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of the OSP. I am turning the spotlight on one of the top handicappers in the world, Adam Meyer. He's going to help you win lots and lots of money this weekend. Adam is a weekly guest on my radio show as well, 8:15 every Friday morning on the Sid Rosenberg Show. Heard, of course, in 790 in Miami, on 790 in Miami, or, of course, two places on the internet, sidrosenberg.com or 790theticket.com. He's got a tremendous website, adamwins.com, and a phone number as well, 1-800-355-5883 for the winners and Adam Meyer. Now, before we get to the big football this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, of course, this is Breeders' Cup weekend, 14 big races, including the Classic taking place late Saturday afternoon. ESPN, ESPN2, and ABC has all the action. Curlin has a chance here to be Horse of the Year for the second straight year, and many people think Curlin is maybe one of the 10 best horses in the history of the game. Adam, if people want to get in touch with you about the Breeders' Cup and some possible winners, you can take care of that as well, right?
Yeah, in my sport, I concentrate on football and basketball, NBA, and college. But my company, I employ the top hockey specialist and now horse racing. I've added J.J. LaBarbera, as many people know, from New York down here now. He's won probably the most money of people in years, and he's part of my company now. When you join the Platinum membership at adamwins.com, you get 3 races from him a day. Certainly, he'll individually help you at any time on all the races, including Belmont. You can call his personal number at 1-800-241-1730. That's only if you're interested in the horse racing expertise.
All right, there you go, and this is a big weekend for that. Again, 1-800-355-5883 or adamwins.com. Adam, let's get right to it. Saturday afternoon, and you got a couple of games here you like. Let's start inside the ACC. Wake Forest, fresh off a shutout loss last week, an angry Demon Deacon football team at Dolphin Stadium this Saturday, taking on the Miami Hurricanes. They beat Duke last week, but they struggled as well. Wake Forest at Miami. What do you see here?
For a while now, the Miami talent has been in serious decline, and I have yet to see any indication that Randy Shannon and the current staff they have the ability to get the most out of what they work with. So this could not be a better indicator than the home performances under Shannon with the University of Miami in conference play. They're 0-6 straight up. Forget even covering. They can't even win the game, and despite the fact every game they were favored in. So now he has to deal with a team that's got such tactical issues that they present problems. When you go up against a team and you're a young defense, when a team like Wake Forest is so successful through the years running plays misdirection, it's very, very difficult for them to do that. So I like Miami here to go down quickly to Wake Forest. I'm looking at a 28-10 type of score where fans will be leaving early in the third quarter. And unfortunately, I went to University of Miami, but the facts are the facts. This is a great spot for Wake Forest, and only because Miami beat Duke last week on the road is this line so short, with Miami actually being a favorite at 2.5 right now.
Yeah, I went to Miami as well, and by the way, I agree with you. I like Wake Forest as well. Adam telling you, take Wake Forest at Miami, getting about 2.5. 1-800-355-5883. AdamWins.com is the website, and it's a great one. All kinds of great memberships available there. Let's move to an SEC matchup on Saturday, Adam. That features Nick Saban's undefeated Alabama Crimson Tide at Tennessee, taking on a Volunteer team that's really struggling. Phil Fulmer's job in jeopardy here. Alabama, road favorite at Tennessee. What do you see here?
A lot of people think Alabama is happy where they're sitting right now, number 2 in the polls, undefeated. Actually, this was a very tough week for Alabama practice because Nick Saban watched his offense really just not do anything in the second half. His defense wore down. I did have Mississippi last week, as a lot of people know who are part of my company, and largely because in the second half, in a lot of games, the offense goes to a very conservative nature with Nick Saban, and I think here he's finally learned his lesson, and this is now a total mismatch because now the favorite here in Alabama has finally got the focus for 4 quarters, and I think they bring a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, and they have nothing to hold back. Next week's Arkansas State, so I think they're going to let it go, full throttle here. And, there's nothing Phil Fulmer can do about this. Forget the scoreboard results. When they played Mississippi State last week, it was only 13-3. They had a couple of back-to-back interception, one off a deflection that was run back. So that was more lucky than, I think, a good, talented Tennessee team. And I think last year it was 41-17. Said if I was on your show last year, said Alabama would blow out Tennessee, and it was 41-17. Now the gap's even wider this year. This is a blowout. I like Alabama by 3 to 4 touchdowns.
All right, there you go. Adam Meyer, AdamWins.com, 1-800-355-5883, telling you take Wake Forest, plus the points at Miami. Take Alabama as the road favorite at Tennessee. Let's shift to Sunday now. One game inside the National Football League. The Baltimore Ravens, fresh off their win over the Dolphins at Dolphin Stadium. The Oakland Raiders, fresh off beating the New York Football Jets last week out in California. The Raiders go to Baltimore. They're about a touchdown underdog in this one. What do you see in Baltimore on Sunday?
You know, a lot of people were shocked last time I was on Open Sports. You know, I said Arizona played Dallas. Arizona would win the game out. Right now it's with a healthy Dallas team, and certainly they did so on your call-in show. I said I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams, when they were getting 13 or 14, could upset Washington, and they did. And this is a kind of game where little things that my staff helps me with. You know, the Raiders are traveling from West to East Coast time for an early start, we know. West Coast teams this year are 0-7 when they're playing in the Eastern time zone, and they're only 27-66 since 2002. I'm not a stat and trend guy, but that's something about scheduling, playing at a time when you're normally eating breakfast. You know, it's very, very difficult. And in this game right here, if you look at what Baltimore's been able to do, they have not allowed a rush for 100 yards in 25 consecutive games. That's the longest streak in the league. And where Baltimore does have a weakness in their defense, because they do have one, is their pass defense. Unfortunately, for the Raiders, Russell is not Peyton Manning, so he's not going to be able to take advantage of any weakness they may have. McGahee's off one of his finest games of the season. I think he's going to be able to run on a Raiders' less-than-average rush defense. This is a good spot for a healthy Baltimore team to beat up on Oakland. I like Baltimore by 21 points. This could get even uglier. I'll give Oakland a field goal of 27-3. They may not score.
Wow, how about that? You have the Ravens on their way to 4-3. So those are the three picks one more time. Alabama lay the points at Tennessee. Take Wake Forest plus the points against the Hurricanes on Saturday. Take Baltimore, lay the points at home against the Oakland Raiders on Sunday. Again, the number 1-800-355-5883, and all kinds of great membership packages available at what is a terrific website online at adamwins.com. Adam, as always, terrific job, buddy. Good luck this weekend. We'll talk again next Friday on the radio show.
You got it. Thank you, Sid.
You got it. There it is. Adam Meyer's interrogation is over, and so is this show. But make sure you tune in to Open Sports every day. Check me and Amber out on Open Sports page. Open Sports, where the future of sports on the web is open.
For more great videos, check back every day on opensports.com.